Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to talk about I improved my English with social media. You know, I was just looking for some stuffs on the internet, how I can improve my English language skills and how I can learn the English faster than ever. And I realized that even I try to speak in English like a native speaker, I won't do that. That's the reason why I need to accept my Turkish accent first. You know, if you're from Afghanistan, if you're from just Iran and other Middle Eastern countries, probably nobody give you a job and nobody will going to take care about you because you guys also just belongs to underdeveloped country. Well, for example, if you go to just watch the English-speaking countries like the India, maybe Philippines, probably nobody going to watch you, and people will going to make fun of with you. Because if you are a white, if you are living in States or maybe from the Germany, if you are living in Europe or the England, probably people will going to watch this kind of people's videos, and this kind of videos will be more effective and more dominancy rather than just the underdeveloped countries videos. Because even you can see the difference. I'm just making this video in recording in the 1080 pixel and just 60 fps, but they are just making in the 4K. Yeah, it is so different and it is understandable also as well, but it is the memories like that, etc. But let's turn back to topic. Like, if you want to learn English, you need to declare that learning English is not the key factor just carry you to success. Firstly, you need to understand your aim. So my aim is just using the social media like the Tinder and the Tandem. I have used a lot of applications for dating for another reason, but we need to just give the reason first. So why you want to learn this language? For example, if you want to work this in that country, probably your level, for example, in the English, if you're just talking about English, you need to just get the B2 level at least, or maybe C1 sometimes. Also, your job, if you are working in the AI industry, your opportunities are more than ever. If you're not an engineer student, if you're a sociology student like me, when you learn the perfect English, it's not a guarantee and they will give you a job in that another country. So you need to create your own business like me, and you need to speak how can I learn English, etc. in the YouTube, and you need to just pray for your audience for just they can donate you maybe, or maybe they can just give you send you a message on your Instagram, etc. So firstly, we need to talk about another reason. If you are declare your reason is better, do you want to work that country, or what you gonna do with this language? Is it enough to just speaking in that language? Also, I can also speak in English and Japanese, and I can also speak Japanese, Chinese, maybe some German. But it is the conversational level, not I can just read a book in the Chinese language in a literature, but I can read a book in Japanese language. Firstly, you need to learn the English first. After you learn the English, you can learn other languages as well, because all the research is written in English language, and it is better. But it's also you need to understand it's a process. Nobody will going to just put your knowledge to your brain in a 1 hour or in a 1 second. There is no USD flash in my hands. Therefore, we are not Elon Musk or etc. We are not living in a simulation. If you're just asking Elon Musk, probably he will also ask the Grok, and maybe if the Grok answer me, okay, maybe we can live in a simulation. If you are asking ChatGPT, they will say it is we cannot say this kind of sustainable and harassment topics, and they will reject to talk about it. Well, every application is different. So, as I mentioned, firstly, I just bought a book in English and Turkish language, and I was just trying to just translate the English versus Turkish meanings, but I realized that it is that really time wasting and just quit on it. So I started watching the movies like the Yellow Hoop, just X Mouse, and no, not kind of movies, brother. Like Kanamomonoki, Aihora Hatanayu, Andrew Suzuki, Kaoru Maeda, Nishikun. I learned Japanese from them, but the all topics in English. Okay, open the Instagram. Just make your pawn in an English language as well. If you just change your English, your pawn, it is better. My native language is Turkish, but if I just switch to English languages, it's better, and you can understand why they are just talking about. So you need to understand your aim first. If you want to get the IELTS score 6 and 5, it is better. If you want to get the 8, 10, 5, it's also you need to just improve your speaking ability skills, and you can get into the IELTS exam. So you can success the better points of on the IELTS. and you can just apply for the scholarship abroad. But if you are Turkish, if you are poor, even you apply for the scholarship, they won't just give you answer back. So therefore, it is better to create a content on the YouTube rather than just praying a scholarship for another governments. That's not responsible. It's changeable. I am just saving up money and going to Japan is also me. So if you're interested in English language, use the social media and learn the English from them. Just vloggers, YouTubers, the movie language reactor. And when you don't, maybe you want to learn English, like open the language reactor or the subtitles and just open up and extract out the subtitles and try on it. Watch the video once time. After watching your video, maybe the movie, maybe YouTube video, I think the YouTube videos are better than the other things. Like, YouTube videos are more creative and all the creators are different perspective and different backgrounds. Some creators were talking about the poorness, poverty, and some creators talking about how we can be rich, and other YouTubers talking about the philosophical stuffs, etc. Maybe you can find a topic which you interest in your main language. For example, I have interest in philosophy. If I just open the philosophy, you need to just consume the stuffs in the like a philosophical stuffs in your target language. For example, if you want to learn Japanese, open the Japanese chat Japanese translation and talk about the philosophy. What's the meaning of philosophy? It's the tetsugaku. Write the tetsugaku on the YouTube keyword, YouTube search section, tetsugaku, and watch the videos about the tetsugaku, about the philosophy in your target language rather than in your native language. Using the tandem is also best. I have been using tandem for 5 years. I was just listening to conversations on the tandem, like Japanese, English, and etc. Sometimes Spanish. And then I learned Japanese by using the tandem, etc. Also, you're learning the Japanese with the tandem is also great. Like, there are a lot of partners that rather than just speaking with them, just going there and just like understand the topic and just talking with 1v1 is bad. And it is not a great opportunity for you. It is better just opening the parties, just participate in the party, let's listen to conversations. Just listen to conversations, brother. Don't have to just don't have to interfere them. Don't have to interfere them. It is better not to just get into middle their businesses and just stay at the listening part. Just don't get into their conversations. Stay at the listening part. Just listen to conversations. And if you listen a lot, you will speak a lot. For example, the more listening, the more speaking. Before, you cannot listen to anyone else. You cannot speak an English language because the first 1 year you need to make a lot of listening, just consuming the content in English language, only English. Watching the only movies in English language, watching the dramas, maybe key dramas, but key dramas in the Korean language or the G dramas in Japanese language. So you need to understand, you need to watch the American or British movies. It's better you can understand the real English, the real accent, the real which situation, what they are using, and the social media. If you want to learn English, just follow the content creators in English language and you will understand. For example, if you are watching if you want to learn the English language, just open the Instagram, just English with me, learn English. A lot of Instagram channels, also YouTube channels as well. Just follow them on the Instagram, and then you will understand. And they will recommend you a movie, and they will recommend you a lot of stuff for we can learn English, the Cambridge English abilities, the better things as well. But the thing is changing a bit. I'm just watching a girl just passing through in front of me, but she's just showing off her ass. I was just focused on her ass. Sorry, guys, yeah, brother, just wait me for a second, brother. I cannot catch this moment again. Therefore, yeah, I have seen her ass. Her ass was very good. Now let's continue just our topics. I cannot catch this moment again because the time is not living to truth more forward or backward. You can only live at the moment. Live at the moment. Therefore, girl, I had to just interrupt these things. So listening to conversation in your tandem is better. Also, joining the Discord channels, maybe it can be understandable. The YouTube, the Instagram, the LinkedIn. If you want to learn the English, please use the English conversation LinkedIn and just make your profile in English. Also, just try to look up job opportunities in English. If you want to learn Japanese, please follow the Japanese content creators on the LinkedIn, on the Instagram, on the Facebook, on the YouTube, on the yellow hoop on the X. I have just subscription to porno. I have to just admit that I have learned the English, Japanese, and other things. If you are watching the Japanese porn, it's contains 1 hour. It's only maintaining 1 hour, so I learned Japanese by watching this kind of contents. I wish I had a chance to be a content creator in the adult movies. Actually, I learned Japanese by the adult movies. Yeah, we need to just understand and we need to just, say the top opposite things. No, I just learned the Japanese by the adult contents. What do you expect, brother? What do you expect? So let's come back our topic. Like if you want to learn the language, you need to decide which language you're gonna learn. Like the English, like it's understandable for every language. Like make your social media English. For example, I have been watching the Ryohama Zoe languages. Zoe language, like this girl is very beautiful, but she's Chinese. Probably she's from the officer family stuffs, and she just got the scholarship, went to Germany, learned the Dutch. Maybe she was just clubbing, dancing at the clubs. Maybe she got married with a German guy. If you're Turkish like me, your chances less. Motherfucker, I won't allow you to do that, tripod. I'm so good. Like, you are just trying to just follow what I say, you guys. There's a tripod here. Maybe I can just show you. You can understand it's a tripod, but this camera only focuses on me, and therefore I cannot show you guys. So as I mentioned that before, you need to understand the situation first. I was watching the Rihoma, Zoe languages. These girls are very beautiful, but they don't interest with the Turkish boys. And if you are Turkish, your identification is Turkish, your worth is less. For example, let's think you are from Pakistan or you are from Afghanistan, right? Your value is less, brother. I will say the truth, but nobody wants to date with Middle Eastern people. Nobody's take care of you. The reality is really harsh, brother. I know maybe you are just getting impacted a lot for it, but the reality is reality, brother. Nobody wants to date with a Middle Eastern guy. I have always wanted to go to abroad. That's the reason why I have learned this English, Japanese, and the other language. But I have realized one thing, brother. You are Turkish. Your identification, your value is less when you're comparing to other well-developed countries. Because if the country has a low level of education, low level of development, probably no one take care of you when you die or not. Your that body hasn't got any value. Well, it is alive. Even if you are a man, probably your value is also less. Either you need to live in a fucking village or the third class countries. Yeah, or if you have to do that, you have to steal your bread, creating your own brand business. You have a chance to change your country. So IELTS is better, but it's not takes you a guarantee you will get a scholarship. Also, I want to say you one thing: the Instagram, the content creators are very better, and you need to find your exact content creator, and you need to stick on it. For example, I don't know any other singers. For example, Spotify is also best, but maybe it's better if you find your best content creator on the YouTube. For example, I am watching the Ryohama Zoe languages. They are my best content creators, and they are so beautiful. I watch a lot of movies by the Ryohama. She was just living in Turkey, and she went to the med school, and she's living in Dubai now. I don't care where she's living, but she's living the best of her life. She just survived in the Turkey, and she get rid of the Turkey. Well, I think it's very good. Like Zoe language also, they're so beautiful, brother. Am I beauty? No, I'm a man, brother. Like for example, nobody will going to come out and watch my videos. If you are not beauty enough, your viewers will gonna be less. If you are a girl, if you are beautiful, if you're showing your ass on the Instagram, probably your viewers gonna be up, and you can live a very comfortable life. You don't have to work anymore. If you check the real how much you just trying to just go to the med school and be a example of the society, but she became a YouTuber. Mostly I'm just watching the doctors, and they are just studying math, and they are just getting rid of the math school, and they are being a content creator. It's better, brother. You have more flexibility. Do you want to work tomorrow? No. Do you want to work morning? No. So it is better to create the content, but also speaking is better when you're just using social media. You can open up a YouTube channel and you can try to improve your language speaking ability. It is not easy peasy, but sometimes you need to understand the tongue twisters also. So you open a YouTube channel, try to speak every day to camera, and if you will understand that your English ability will be better. You can make the stories, you can create the diaries, you can read your diaries. It is better. And the topic isn't matter. Like you just need to stick on your things. If you want to read, trying to understand the grammar, watch the grammar videos, brother, and just make a notes and try to understand. Try to comprehend. Try to comprehend rather than just memorizing the things, the grammar things. Like the authentically you will understand the English rather than just speaking English in a robot way. Maybe I'm doing the grammar mistake, but I'm speaking English with my heart rather than just a robot. You don't have to be perfect English speaker. You don't have to go to the native language country, but if you find your exact audience for yourself, you will continue and you will understand and you will learn. Open a YouTube channel, brother, and try to continue to speak. It's better. You know, everyone has different method, but as I mentioned, that use the social media, use that language, target language. If you want to learn English, make your social media in English language, and you will understand the English will better. And try to consume content in English language, or set your phone in English language. Only watch the videos in English language. That's the how you can learn English. Just consuming the content in English, watching vlogs in English, speaking language in English, only listening to music in English. That's the how we are learning the English or any other languages as well. Thank you for watching with you now. 私に今までにも聞いてくれて本当に超嬉しいですよ。他のビデオで会えるまでに待っております。だからこそ、その時来る前に私にチャンネルを登録してくれませんか？私はまだ独身と寂しいです。だからこそあなたの手伝いが必要になりますよ。はい、ありがとうございました。Thank you so much for watching with me now. See you on next video, guys. As I mentioned that before, just make your target language. Use the social media only that language to follow the people only speaking English. It is easy to be easy. You will understand it. Just make you expose the English language. It's the K factor here. See you on the next video.